Hello, my name is Chris. I'm a Dutch language teacher, and today I want to share with you the short version of the learning mentality model. The short version has 7 principles, and I also have a longer version. But for today, let's stick to the short one. This learning mentality, these principles, they help you as a student to make your learning process more sustainable, because it takes a lot of effort to learn a language. And yeah, what this learning mentality model will show is that it's really important to view it the right way, or burn out and give up, and to also be kind to yourself. The first principle of this learning mentality model is that you have to be very aware that it's a marathon and not a sprint. If you think of it as a sprint, then you will try to hurry up, learn the language really fast, and that's just not how it works. It takes a long time. And yeah, so you need to think of it as a marathon. Okay, this is going to be a long process. I'm going to focus on the process. I will push myself, but not too hard, otherwise I won't make it to the finish. And yeah, so you need this marathon mentality. Well, of course, obviously, more is always better when it comes to learning a language. However, so more is better was the second point. The third point is that something is better than nothing. You might find yourself thinking, okay, I'm going to study 1 or 2 hours every day. And what sometimes happens is that then the student doesn't, on one day doesn't manage to reach the 1 hour, the full hour, because of work, family, maybe something else, a social life. And then, they think, okay, I cannot do 1 hour, so I'll just do nothing. That's not how it works either, right? Something is better than nothing. So, okay, you don't have time for an hour, you just do half an hour. You don't have time for half an hour, then you just do 15 minutes. I do this with some students, and we have to deal that they, because they're so busy, 2 jobs, anything, they just study 15 minutes every day. That's the goal. And yeah, 15 minutes every day is still a good habit, still exposes you to the language every day, keeps it in your consciousness, your subconsciousness, and that way the learning process continues. Of course, we also do our classes, but it's also about self-study. I'm the guide, and the student has to walk on the path with his or her own energy. Then there's the snowball effect. It's the 4th principle here of the learning mentality model. The more you've already learned, the easier it becomes to learn even more. Like a snowball rolls down the mountain, accumulates, ever more snow, gets bigger. Well, same with learning the language. The more knowledge you have about the language, vocab, grammar, how to build the sentences, just a feeling for it. Well, every time you learn something else, it fits in there even better, and it's even easier to assimilate new knowledge about the language. Then there's the 5th point. If you haven't studied for a while, the best thing you could do is just start over. Don't worry about the so-called lost time, and I would really like to add that going back to it, resuming your self-study is also an art form. You fall down, but you get up again. Also, it is better to study a little bit every day than to really cram it into 1 day and then do nothing for the days after that. And this is a thing of habit, and every day almost every day, we need to study a little bit. And finally, keep in mind that progress is not linear. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it goes slow. What's important is that you focus on your input, on the time that you invest in studying the language, to be process focused. That's the learning mentality model, the short version. If you want to know more, if you're interested in Dutch classes, send me a message or a comment.